Know this right now. Fifth-generation fighters change the world. Having fifth-generation fighters in a nation's air force is proof enough that such a nation is a world power. But they're also more than that. They're the weapon you call on when you want to win a war. But it's a double-edged sword. Losing such fighters in the middle of a war is a sign that something is wrong, that something is very wrong, and it indicates to the enemy that you aren't so invincible after all. So, apparently Russia isn't so invincible after all. Ukraine just destroyed an Su-57, Russia's fifth-generation fighter. It would be a crime not to talk about that. The Su-57 is Russia's latest and most advanced fighter yet. It's so special to Russia, so difficult to build, that only 32 of the fighters exist, all serving in Russia with no exports. Losing one such fighter is losing a limited edition vehicle with less than 3 dozen in existence. It's a massive hit. On June 8th, Russia suffered a massive hit. On that day, Ukrainian forces, for the first time, struck a Su-57 grounded at Akbank Air Base in the Astrakhan region, about 366 miles away from the front line. This was the first time ever a fifth-generation fighter would be lost to fire, which is quite a shame considering one of the Su-57's closest rivals, the F-35 Lightning II, has over 1,000 units built. Known to NATO officially as the Felon, the Su-57 is a single-seat, twin-engine, multi-role fighter. It is the latest of only 4 fifth-generation fighters in the world, the others being the J-20 from China, the F-22 from the U.S., and, of course, the F-35, also from the U.S., the Su-57's closest rival, it seems. The Su-57 Felon is an air superiority fighter designed to be highly capable during aerial combat, but also for ground and maritime strikes. This enables it to destroy all types of targets, either on the ground, in the sky, or on the seas. It is well equipped to be the most advanced fighter in the world today, but not if the F-35 Lightning II has something to say about that. The F-35 versus the Su-57, the latest American fighter versus Russia. Up against each other, their core capabilities come to the fore and battle it out. Whichever capabilities win the bout for their respective fighter and respective nation. So, here are those capabilities. The entire fifth-generation class of aircraft is heavily dependent on stealth capabilities, so neither the F-35 nor the Su-57 is found lacking here. The American fighter was designed from the ground up with stealth in mind. Its manufacturer, Lockheed Martin, aligned its edges, serrated its skin panels, and masked the engine with easy-to-maintain fiber-matte skin for low observability. They also reduced infrared and visual signatures, enabled the reflection of radar waves, and used strict controls of radio frequency emitters. The result is a radar cross-section lower than that of a metal golf ball. The Su-57, which is the first aircraft in Russian military service to emphasize stealth, claps back with aligned edges of its own by carefully angling the leading and trailing wing edges, controls surfaces and serrated skin panels to reduce the number of directions the radar waves can be reflected. Its canopy is coated with 70 to 90 nanometer thick metal oxide layers with enhanced radar wave absorbing to minimize the radar return of the cockpit by 30% and protect the pilot from the impact of ultraviolet and thermal radiation. In a funny twist, only conspicuous is susceptible to clutter. Imprecise low-frequency radars are able to spot both jets with relative ease due to a phenomenon known as radar scattering. This is where the threat of being spotted ends for the F-35. For the Su-57, however, its manufacturer, Su-57, really only emphasized frontal stealth, with RCS reducing features most apparent in the forward hemisphere. The shaping of the aft fuselage, for one, less optimized for radar stealth when compared to the F-35, possibly for much-needed cost reduction or the Russian doctrine of operating the aircraft within the umbrella of friendly integrated air defense systems.